Amen. Closing game.
Amen.
Notifications. Oh, hello. We are live. Welcome to the Aloha Hour. It's probably only going to be an hour tonight. I do have church in the morning. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. It is 1:18 p.m. my time. I am Mike Miller, your humble servant, and with me once again, my co-host, Edwin Boyette.
Aloha.
Aloha. And
Mr. Miller, I'm catching a little bit of echo.
Echo. That's, I don't know what to tell you. I got no echo on this end.
Let me try one more time.
Artifact.
Yep, no, I'm still getting it.
Huh. Were you getting it beforehand?
No, just when we went live.
We have 51 viewers already. I think everyone, a lot of people jumped over from the other one. Hold on,
Let's see. Did that take care of it? It sounds like it's almost gone.
It's fine on my end.
Well, hang on. Let me open up chat and see if they can hear it. Lone Star. Part of the hero.
Part of the hero.
Shoot on over here to Underdog Mike. All right, chat, can you hear some echo?
Let go, me echo.
Still some, but better. You know, tell you what, let me duck out of Hangouts and I'll be right back. Maybe it's just a weird YouTube thing.
What? You want me to entertain these people all by my lonesome?
I'll be right back.
All right. I can't get my chat up just yet. I'm working on it. Give me a few seconds. I'm assuming most of you came over here from EVS's stream. Thank you for getting the notice. And you probably noticed I wasn't participating so much. The thing is about me is I used to be like really, I mean, you could tell when I got all jumpy about NWA. But I used to like be really into music when I was younger. And I would buy new music all the time. I had like tons of freaking CDs.
And by CDs, you mean 8 tracks.
Well, no, I had tapes before that, but then I had, yeah, I'm not that old, dude. I never owned an 8-track. I don't know if that's weird. Christ, energetics. I want to get this video up. Or not the video, but but when I was in my early 20s, I realized that I had hundreds of CDs that I never listened to, which meant that. And have I told you this? Does this sound familiar to you, Edwin?
It sounds moderately familiar.
Okay, because I realized I had spent thousands of dollars on all of this music that I didn't listen to. And I always found myself going back to things like Louis Armstrong or the Beatles or Mozart and so in my early 20s, I made this.
Mr. Miller?
Yeah.
It's been called.
Well, you're going to have to wait. I'm in the middle of an anecdote. So, Chester, be patient with me. So in the 80s, or in my early 20s, I made this decision that I was no longer going to buy new music, that I was only going to buy music that had stood the test of time because you know there's always new pop music and all that stuff, and I was always spending money on it and then always going back to stuff that had proven itself worthy of existing beyond 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that was a wise decision. But because of that, it was like you could tell I wasn't getting into all of the
I'm sorry, your son's face, man, is getting me.
All right, go ahead. Blow my speakers again.
You sure? All right. All right. So everybody, I'm not kidding. Take your headphones off. Turn your sound down.
He literally
Please
blew my speaker. He literally blew my speaker doing this.
I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lone Star Squadron! Ho! I'm so sorry, Mr. Miller, for blowing your speaker.
You might want to turn down your volume. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lone Star Squadron,
Hero.
He's on to the break. It was given the strength of a noble cause. Now evil he waits wherever he goes. And we're darkness crows, delivering lands from the vampire's hands. We must destroy them all. Join Lone Star and the Unknown Soldiers as they hold the line against the terrors of the night.
Yeah. Sierra whiskey for $1.99. What was that? Lone Star. Yes, take my money gladly. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. So yeah, very, very, very astute. Someone said, where was it? Oh, where was it? Was it way up there?
What'd they say?
Oh, they said something about the Random House thing. Remember? Oh yeah, I'm sorry you went crazy with Random House in your late teens. Yeah, that was part of it. I totally did sign up for Random House.
Get 12 CDs for a penny.
Yeah, and then you have to buy a new one every month for like ever.
Yeah.
But I would still go to the Warehouse or Tower Records or whatever and waste my money on crap I'd never listened to after like a week. So I take it you didn't have that experience?
I didn't buy that stuff, and it was kind of weird, man. When I was a kid, I just jumped straight into, well, AC/DC wasn't weird, but I'd get stuff on cassette, yeah, and I'd get, what did I have on cassette? I had all the Led Zeppelin, I had AC/DC, I had some Dio, some Sabbath, but most of the stuff I had bought was already kind of classic when I got it.
Oh yeah, Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
From the catalog you already mentioned. Didn't get into Metallica?
I just didn't feel Metallica. I don't know what it was, but they just didn't. I like metal. I don't know. Metallica just sometimes they kind of had that.
Might be because I was from the Bay Area, so we, Metallica was from the Bay Area, so they were a garage band around there.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I hung with, we're listening to.
Oh no, that face, man. That face, your boy's face is gonna get stuck like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, let me
compose myself.
Yeah, a lot of face.
So guys, we are up to $56,351, and we've got 20. It says 25 hours, but I don't know how they're calculating this because that's not right according to when I started it. I started it at 10 p.m. But if they're going to give me some extra hours, I'll take them. Why is everyone so weird tonight? Yeah.
Everybody's goofy. I think everybody's just been going hard. I know for us, man, it at my regular work, at my actual work, it was kind of a nuts week, cranking out stuff. Yeah.
Well, we did not look into a topic for this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there was stuff we could have done, but I've just been so all over the place, I guess. Razdoc asks, do the other unknown soldiers know about Lone Star's vigilante activities? They do. He doesn't just walk off and disappear and they have no clue what he's doing. He's gone all the time. But yeah. Hey, turn it down, dude.
And there's a little bit of that is in the story, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No spoilers, young man.
Yep, no spoilers.
Are you going to read out new backers? I'm very proud I was finally able to back. Yeah, let me do that.
Oh, cool.
Let's see how far back I can go on my phone. So, Fred Hensley, both covers, $50. Thank you very much. Actually, let me refresh real quick. Oh, hey, just got another one. Mr. Conrad, both covers autographed. Undisclosed JB, you know who you are. Both covers autographed. Craig Smith, Lone Star for the Troops. Salute. Preston Ha, cover A autograph. Drew Robbins, Lone Star cover A. Corey Morang, digital comic version. Thank you very much, Corey. PJ, you know who you are. Cover B autographed. Reggie Nobles, Lone Star #1. Samuel Alterio, Lone Star #1. L.E., you know who you are. Lone Star #1. Georgiois Sousa.
Oh.
8 Bloomers Special.
Nice.
That's a big one. S.A., you know who you are. These are obviously people. Both covers autographed. Malign Pariah. That is a very interesting name. Cover B autographed. Andrew Harris. Wow, this is a lot. I'm gonna do everything up at least to like last few hours. Cover A autograph. T.S. You know who you are. Thank you. D.H. You know who you are. Robert Rushing, cover A. James McMurrin, cover B. E.G. Gosh, I gotta check the undisclosed first. They're not like on my phone. They're not highlighted or anything like that. It's like it just says undisclosed name real small underneath.
Oh, gotcha.
So, yeah. But E.G. Lone Star for the Troops. Salute. Appreciate it. Hakete de Luna, cover B. DJ, cover A. Mark Nishino, cover B. Joshua D. Karn, cover B. J, both covers. Eric Hutfels. Hutfles? Hutfels? Is that who's asking me?
Eric's in the chat quite a bit.
Yeah. Cover B. Tina Fisher, digital comic. Mark King, $1.
All right, we'll take it.
Getting me up to the round number. Thank you, Mark King. Paul Matthews, digital comic. Thank you. David Hutchins, Lone Star #1. Scotty Richard, cover B autographed. Ryan Arp, cover A autographed. MWS, Lone Star #1. EM, cover B. Hannah Kirk, cover A. James Gibson, digital comic. Ryan Looters, cover B. Brett Umluxen, Lone Star for the Troops.
Nice.
David Simpson, digital comic. R. undisclosed, Lone Star 1. John Wood, cover B. TB, cover B. Stephen Brown, both covers autographed.
All right.
Jonathan Cook, Lone Star Squadron membership.
Nice.
Jonathan Cook, late Bloomers special. Thank you for that one. Robert Willing, cover A autographed. Jerome Gadzinski, cover A autographed. NDC, Lone Star number 1. Charles Daly Kenyon, late Bloomers special. Me, cover B autograph. Damian Lubers, both covers autographed. John McNeil, late Bloomers special. Thank you. William Spark. Can't finish the name because it was undisclosed. Alec Court, cover B autograph. Albert Wendell, both covers autographed. See how much came in today? This isn't
Nice.
even like halfway through.
Nice.
I'm gonna stop in a second here. John Lemus, cover A. Michael Proctor, cover B. And I'm gonna end it here. Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers, huh?
Captain.
Yeah, maybe.
Salute. Hang Solo, predictions for 2019. EVS will go on tour with the Village People. EVS will also buy controlling interest in the Men's Hair Club. Plus, Mr. Ed, I will have something for you to read Monday. Thank. I think thank you or thanks. I assume Mr. Ed is you. So
Could be.
Gus
Why
Tyler,
did the echo come back? That's strange.
I don't know, man. You're rigged, messed up. Do another giveaway, Mike, at 55,000. I'm already past 55,000.
Yeah, man.
I am at 56,401. So, sorry, I already passed that. We are doing trading cards. We're doing the trading cards at 60,000. So, fairly certain I can reach that. I mean, that's, $3,500. That would be a terrible last day if I couldn't reach 6,000.
I think you will, brother. I think you will.
Yeah. So, are you a self-taught artist, or did it require art school education? I am self-taught, but I did learn from some good books, and I took some good criticism. So that's pretty much all school is. Tell us about growing up in Hawaii. Where you come? You talk pigeon. Honestly, I don't remember. I only remember a few things from growing up in Hawaii. Well, I didn't grow up in Hawaii. I was born in Hawaii. I lived there until I was about 4.5. Then I moved to the mainland. The things I remember about Hawaii, I remember dyeing the rabbit orange. It's just the random things you remember when you're a little kid, right? I remember jumping off a little brick wall, and you remember in the old days, like when they would cut open cans, they'd cut the top off the can.
Yeah, I've done that.
Right. You're not supposed to. Because somebody left one of those tuna cans in my long grass, and I remember jumping off this little wall and landing on that with my toe and almost cutting my big toe off.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, that's one of my earliest, most vivid memories. I can remember looking at the tuna can, seeing it right about to land on it. So that was no fun. But I really don't have a lot of memories of Hawaii. I remember watching TV like Kamen Rider and Go Ranger, and remember seeing commercials for like Mazinga, stuff like that. But,
Ajinomoto.
Ajinomoto, totomo oishii desu yo.
Yeah, he kind of remembered the little. Oh yeah, there was a song. Ajinomoto. That's Ajinomoto.
Right? She's our age.
Yeah, my wife. Yeah.
Did she watch Go Ranger as a kid?
Did you watch Go Ranger as a kid? Go Ranger? Do you remember Go Ranger? She doesn't remember it.
How How about
Speed Racer? She remembers.
Common Rider?
Huh?
Common Rider?
Common Rider?
Rainbow Man.
Rainbow Man. Nope. Who was the crazy clown that y'all had here?
Crazy clown?
Yeah, there was a clown show. Something and the clown.
No, we had Checkers and Pogo.
Checkers and Pogo. Yeah, Checkers and Pogo.
But there was no clown.
Oh, I just assumed they were clowns, but oh
No,
well.
absolutely not.
Is she younger than you?
Hate clown.
No, she's about half a year older than me. So
Oh, really?
I married an old lady.
Hey,
I'm catching scoldings now.
She's my age. She must have been watching girly Japanese TV. I was watching all the boys stuff.
yeah,
I used-
Checkers and Pogo.
When I was so all right, so you left
The high
Hawaii.
five. Does she remember the high five?
Do you remember the high five?
High five. That was kind of familiar.
She says sounds kind of familiar. When I was all right, so what I remember for when I was a kid, I wasn't in Hawaii, but like when I was 4, you left Hawaii when you were about 4, yeah?
4.5, yeah.
I used to get up early so I could see my dad off to work, and I would get up, and after my dad would leave, I would watch Ultraman. It would come on super early in the morning. Yeah.
I watched that later on on the mainland.
Mike, you're what, a year or two older than me?
I'll be 47 this month.
Okay, yeah. You're about a year older than me.
Oh, does he remember the Orange Exchange song?
Do you remember the Orange Exchange song?
No.
Commercial for Orange Exchange?
No, but he left Hawaii when he was 4.
Or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah. When did I move to Hawaii? 2001. So I've been out here for 17 years now and some change.
Ultraman is some good stuff indeed. Indeedly do. 56,000. Uh-oh. Someone just made it go down. They better be bumping something up. Mike, I've noticed that your perks, super chat, 10 pounds, thank you.
What?
Your perks are at a discount cost. I'm setting up my own campaign, and I got the same structure. Is there a way to get the prices up without the discount setting? I don't know. It seemed like that was the only way I could do it. So I discounted them. It seemed like the only thing I could do, Lewis. So I know it seems like there are other people who didn't do that, but I don't know how they did it. And I was in way too much of a rush to try to figure it out. I was like in a mad dash to try to get it up because it was already so late. So sorry, I can't give you a very good answer. But thank you for the 10 pounds. What?
Man, everybody is up late tonight. We got 100 viewers, and it's like 2:41 in the morning in the East Coast.
I'm going to church, but I'm not. We don't have youth group tomorrow night, right? We do?
We have another church service.
Oh, I'm not going to that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can go. I got to work tomorrow.
Well, the Sabbath was made for the man.
Not man for the Sabbath. Go back, Lone Star. Fire and blood.
Reagan.
The words of the House Targaryen. I
Sinner.
can. Yes. Clearly.
John Whalen says time is irrelevant. I guess he's taking the quantum physics view, I guess.
No. Time relative. Not irrelevant.
What time do y'all go to Sunday school, or do you just go to service?
We just go to service.
Oh, boys.
Sierra Whiskey says,
Yeah. The youngest two go to like kids club, and then Isaac goes to the middle school ministry,
right?
and then the rest of us go to what? Yes, it does. What are you talking about? That's what we're talking about. Sorry, my son always has to have something to say about it. Elijah?
His Isaac was in
Oh no, no, not the trebuchet for the young Miller boy. Oh no. Oh.
I canceled my backing so I could upgrade. P-Money, you better upgrade good. Only the metropolises are nuts. Everything in between is normal. Lewis Michael makes the prices in both fields the same. That will get rid of the discount for many. Oh, really? No. Well, I'll do that next time. But I do. Well, I'll do it for the ones that are necessary. Yeah, I learned a lot from this time around. So it should be. Yeah, there we go. 56,421. Wait a second. Money. I canceled my backing. Oh, okay. I see. Everyone back Lone Star so I can have God's sword. Everybody wants some God's sword
Sometime. Everybody wants some God's sword sometime.
Can you hear her?
I can hear her very softly. If she's going to sing, she's a good singer. She should just go ahead and sing us something.
Yeah, sing us something.
Okay.
Sing.
Sing us a song.
Sing
us
a
song.
Sing out loud.
Sing out strong. Don't worry what anyone else might say.
It's a trick. Mike is sending out Bibles through Indiegogo. It's God's word, not God's sword. That'd be great.
I wonder what 1,000 of the little Gideon's Bibles would cost.
I don't know. That could be the bonus. Stretch goal. Everyone gets a Bible.
Yeah. Well, we've told you many times. There's a good chance you're going to get some Jesus.
Boy, it's been a long month, huh?
Yeah. You put in a couple of hours, yeah.
A couple of hours, a couple indeed.
But I think this is I don't know. Well, I think it gets easier. It gets easier, and part of it, I mean, you get to know people after a while too. You know, sketch therapy. Beowulf, Sierra Whiskey is here almost every night.
Yep. Iwazaru is almost always here.
Yeah, Watchman for you.
Looks like we've got some new names too. Jiminy Cricket, obviously. Jiminy Cricket's been here with me since day one. He followed me over from Facebook. Winston Churchill? Wow, that's new.
From the dead.
Jenko Manko, yeah.
Rhaegar's a regular.
Yeah, 49.5-pound blue boy, Richard Baldwin. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's going to have fun having the same, but I think this is how it goes going forward. You know, you develop your audience of people that you get to know and that you know.
Irish so sketchy. Everyone who we didn't mention is like, what about me?
B3 Chandler, yeah, Aloha Hour is slowly growing. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. William Reed, Mustard Forge, whoop whoop.
Yeah, I enjoy. We get a lot of. I get a lot of people saying, and I'm sure you hear it too, that this is like their favorite hour or their favorite show. It's nice to hear, you know. Eden's half a face.
Nope. No, Denali, we would never forget about you. And I followed you on Twitter today, by the way, if you didn't notice.
Denali, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Denali. I didn't want to just sit there and scroll up the whole thing because my computer's so slow. And Joseph Tran, of course.
Yeah. Harry Bergeron from Ray Bradbury fame.
So we're going to do this every night for the rest of our lives.
Oh no, the girl from The Ring is creeping up on Mike. I don't think Eden is the girlfriend. Eden is much at least 50% less scary than the girl from The Ring. At least 50%. Oh, Denali wants a Dune cast. I don't know that you're not that big of a Dune fan, though, are you?
Dune?
Yeah.
My name is a killing word.
My name is a shilling word, Miller.
I like The Ring. I haven't watched it, or not The Ring.
Dune.
Dune. Yeah, I probably watched it all the way through maybe 4 times. So
I'm trying to think. I've not watched like the TV series a whole lot, but the
series. I just mean the movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the series.
And I just repurchased like an old paperback copy of the Dune novel the other day. I want to sit down and read that, but man, I haven't had time to do any of my stuff. Everybody's had like a project and stuff, and Comicsgate has been so busy. Just been kind of cranking along on stuff.
Yeah. It's been quite eventful. It's weird. I have a full day ahead of me to do this, but I still feel like it's winding down. Now it says 24 hours. Oh my gosh, that means they're gonna stop it at midnight tomorrow.
Wow. Midnight your time, or?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it looks like. So they're giving me an extra couple hours, which I'll take. It's supposed to be the biggest day, right? The first day and then the last day are the biggest days.
Yeah. And somebody asked if you were going to extend. I guess he's having some kind of problem with his account or something.
I cannot extend. I apologize. The store will be enabled. It is enabled. I am going to cull a few of the tiers from the store. I will figure that out tomorrow, not tonight. Am I taking my family on a trip with all of my wealth? No, I'm going to pay off the IRS. I'm going to pay down my mortgage. And then I'm going to try to survive on the rest of that money until I do another one of these.
How much do you need to set aside for printing? Have you figured that out?
I set aside the first 15,000. I'm going to set aside for printing and coloring and lettering, and partially for shipping, because I think my shipping cost is going to be more than what I expected out of the original plan. But I think at 60 we'll be able to manage, because of that IRS thing coming in. It's really it's not life threatening.
Your friendly neighborhood ninja.
$5 from your friendly neighborhood ninja. I thank you, Ninja. I didn't even see you there.
Ninja, did you have something you want to comment on, or were you just being stealthy?
Have you read The Tick?
Let's see.
Edwin,
have I read the Tick? I have not. I have not.
It's so great. There's a scene in it where there's a hedge of ninjas around this house, and they're holding up like little twigs with leaves on it, and they're going, "I'm a hedge. I'm a hedge." And then Tick comes up and he sees it, and he says something like, "Oh, I didn't even see them there. They look like a hedge." The comic is so funny. I swear, it's like, no wonder they made so many shows out of it.
So
William Reed asking, will be on colors. It will be Jane Nanjan Jamberi, who is the same colorist I brought onto Injustice: Gods Among Us. So it's going to be better art than Injustice: Gods Among Us, and only for you special people. What were you going to say, Edwin?
I think Sierra Whiskey said I had a Dune steel suit that I cosplayed with. And so if I was going to cosplay Dune, I would probably be a Mentat since I have the eyebrows for it. It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sappho that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stains, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. Yeah, if you remember, do you remember the Mentats from the? I've got the crazy eyebrows to play a Mentat.
That Sting?
The stain was the juice of Sappho, so
No,
it was
Sting.
like.
Remember Sting played a character?
Oh yeah. He was the one that was originally the Harkonnen that they thought was going to become like the Quizlance Hatterack.
He was great.
Quizats
He was great.
Hatterack. I will kill him.
Sting was so great in like everything. All right. Did you ever see Quadrophenia?
I have not seen Quadrophenia.
Oh, he's in that too. It's great.
I got to write that down. Quadrophenia.
Nathan asks if the alternate cover complicates my shipping plans, and then what's printing and shipping plans? No, that shouldn't complicate things at all. Well, okay, that's not fair. I mean, it'll make it a little bit more difficult because but it's not rocket science. You're picking one cover or the other. So your friendly neighborhood ninja for another $5. That was supposed to say you should look into that Gideon's Bible idea if that's possible, maybe for the troops. I've been carrying one for 15 years. Gideon's Bibles for the troops. What do you think?
Rocky Raccoon checked into his room only to find Gideon's Bible.
What do you think? You were over there.
Yeah. I took, every time I went, I took a Bible with me. But yeah, there'd be some people who would probably might not be a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know how that works with you. If it could be packaged with the comic,
right?
Otherwise, it might kind of get lost in the shuffle.
Okay. Well, it's a nice thought, Ninja. We will consider it and see if there's a practical way to do that. So.
Yeah. Just got to look at the logistics because I know the comic books will get used by the USO and get handed out. Sometimes the military's kind of funny about religious stuff, though.
Well, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, but it's a reality. It's a reality of the time and the age we live in.
Yeah. Yeah, Nathan Z is bringing up how Doug TenNapel and the writer for MST 3000 are trying to convert Nurkish. I need to see those streams. But I haven't had time to watch anybody else's streams. I've been like streaming all day.
Yeah.
Pretty much since like 11 a.m. I've been streaming for like 13 hours, give or take some breaks here and there.
Oh, that's right, because you were doing drawing streams this morning with your potato cam. Did you figure out how to sort out the focus issues, or?
That wasn't focus. That was broadband.
Oh, that was just the wow. Was your oldest boy like keying it down on a telegraph or something? Is that?
Saw very little, but seemed like Nurkish was taking it seriously. That's nice. That's nice. Nurkish seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he's a character. He's an entertainer. Let's see.
Yeah.
Somebody was just saying in the chat that they had just bought one of the people that we think maybe, but let's see. Where did that go? Somebody said they just bought Lone Star. Man, chat is about, let me pop it out. It is about impossible to scroll through. Every time I think I'm close to somebody's message, it just it scrolls right past. Was it Hannah? Hannah said she had bought a copy. Hannah Kirk just bought Lone Star a few hours ago. Welcome to the Lone Star Squadron.
Welcome. 4 of my last 3 of my last 4 purchases are undisclosed names, but thanks, guys. And Booker T, since you are disclosed, thank you as well. It's
Oh.
56,487. It's definitely doing better here than I did in the last hour on Ethan's. Just talking about music the whole time.
Okay, so we got 4 people to thank. If you don't mind, I'll catch them. Oh, DW, it says it's private, so there's a thanks. Anonymous 5 minutes ago for $28. Thank you. Booker T, looking jacked as always. Thank you very much. P Money. All right, P Money. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Lone Star Squadron.
Salute. Yeah, man, you guys are hello, Blacklist Universe and everyone. Oh, hey, Sketch, what's up, buddy? I mean, that was Handy Camper saying that, so hello. But then I just saw I fixed Eden's skin color, Mike. Oh, so Irish and Sketchy did a quick drawing of Eden from Godsword, not this one.
Oh, cool. Is that something that can be shared, or?
I guess Irish. Sorry, it's been a very long day.
That's right. Well, you did your own streams, and then you went on World Class BSers. I caught a little bit of that. How was that today? Was that fun?
That was good. That was good. Nasser was there, and gosh, who else was there? It was Nasser, Tug, John Delarose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
John's
Nasser,
good.
Tug, John, then Sketch, and Jeremy. No, not Jeremy. Jeff. Yeah, Sketch. Yeah, that was great. I did sell some books there. That was fantastic. I appreciate it a lot, Sketch. That's good, actually.
Oh, Canales was there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gosh, sorry.
We still want a cat Lone Star.
2 days
You
ago.
want a cat in Lone Star, or like you want an actual real life cat on camera? I'm not sure what you're asking for. Curious.
He wants her to draw Lone Star as a cat.
As a cat.
Bless you again. Ew. Go wipe that out. That's disgusting. Camper says, or Joseph says, Nasser is becoming a little more human every day. It's only a matter of time until he replaces us all. When he becomes sentient, he'll destroy the world.
Well, if he keeps rolling, I mean, he should be able to have a successful career as a writer. He's only 21 and he's getting off to a start now. So
yeah, he was saying some crazy stuff though. He's saying that like he wrote 200 stories in the last year, something like that. I'm like
story ideas?
I would assume they just had to be ideas because you can't write 200 stories in a year. I mean, if they're short, but you know, they're not going to be good stories. You got to take time to write good stories.
Yeah, well, I mean, the story I'm slowly working on, I've been kicking around in my brain for probably 5 years. And I don't have any time to, but I just want to do something for fun, just to complete it. I'm not going to turn it into anything, but I just wanted to, it's been kicking in my brain, so I want to get it out. Yeah.
Read Sierra Whiskies.
Nasser is just a torso. He's raising money to build legs. Once he has legs, it's all over. Is he like the old Daleks in the old Doctor Who movies that couldn't get up the stairs?
Oh, the Daleks?
Yeah.
Exterminate!
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 Oh.
I write 1,000 words a day for work. 1,000 words of what?
I probably do the same. I like write work plans and safety plans and stuff. I probably write 1,000 words a day at work. pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, oh, hey, there we go. Lone Star for the troops. Josh Stiller. Salute. Thank you. Appreciate that so much. And we are up to 56, 56, 7. 56, 5, 6, 7. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, you know, if it was my job to write stories, I could come up with stories every day. But again, you know, you're at that point you're kind of throwing crap against the wall and seeing what sticks, right? You're not coming up with inspired, you know, the kind of stuff. It's like I was complaining about, you know, how I worked with Marvel and DC for all these years, but it was almost never anything that I would want to bother reading after the fact. Right? It's like stuff you have to write to fill time. And it just I don't know. I like good. I know it's a super chat. I can speak first. I want good inspired stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And I've had all these inspired stories over the many, many years that I've been just writing them down and sticking them on my computer. This computer doesn't crash. But yeah, I mean, just filler stuff. Elijah, knock it on. Edwin, that super chat's for you, man.
Let's see. All right, I'll read this out. Let me scroll up here. This is from Harry Bergeron. Edwin, I started writing my story after a long pause, years, on my phone notes app between whatever was going on. Do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Do it. Yeah, I hear you. And I'm going to. I think maybe tomorrow after I catch a nap, I'll start writing again. I've just been kind of between as busy as we've been at work and between all this Comicsgate stuff, I've been a little brain damaged.
Yeah, I hear you. Handy Camper says, Blacklist Universe, great stuff, got to run, but I wish I could stay longer. First time catching your channel. Right on, Handy Camper. If you're still here, tell us how you stumbled on us, or where you came upon us. Because yeah, we want to keep reaching out to new people. We want to grow this pie. And I don't want to just keep taking people from other guys in our space. I want to reach outside of our space and try to reach new people. So grow the whole community, and then stop trying to feed in the same pond. You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think the audience will grow. Testosterone overload. What's my elevator pitch? You know, we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that on a different Aloha hour. I wanna get us over the finish line first before we talk about anything that's not Lone Star.
Give us that Lone Star pitch again. I like that.
All right. You've heard the stories of super soldiers who are given special treatments and become almost celebrities, Olympian athletes, demigods, men who are celebrated and revered by the public. Lone Star is a different story. Lone Star sacrifices his life to defeat the Iron Cross and then is given an opportunity to become something more. The cost of becoming something more, though, is his humanity, is his identity, is his family, his friends. He is written out of history. He becomes part of an elite organization tasked with fighting the enemies of humanity in the United States. Vampires, werewolves, terrors of the night are real. In Lone Star and the unknown soldiers are tasked with being the last and final line against the horrors of the night. Lone Star. But that was my on the spot pitch tonight. I wanted to give a different pitch. Every time I've tried to give a different version. Did Edwin get a haircut? No, it's just my hair is just kind of flopping around. I have when I'm thinking about something, I tend to mess with my hair. It's probably a bad habit, and so towards the end of the day, my hair can get a little wackadoodle.
Isn't she pretty? Isn't he nerdy?
Let's see. Why do you keep jumping off the camera there, young Miss Miller? Aren't you? Okay. Hey, young Miller. Young Miller. Look at me. Look at me. Hang on, I got to move the window so I can see him looking at me. Now I can see him. Here we go. Miller. Young Miller boy. Look over here. Woo! One more time. And go ahead. You look over here. Make that face. Make woo! Right there. I got my eyes on you, young Miller boy. Right.
Sierra Whiskey says he looks just like him. Just gotta add 30 years.
those faces were cracking me up though earlier. Whew. That's the Ric Flair. Yeah. Yeah, I was calling out the young buck. I don't know if y'all could see it, but he was making these faces that were just cracking me up. I couldn't maintain my composure. I've taken the chat window and moved it over now so I don't accidentally see him again and spill my spaghetti.
Colonel Comics is here. Colonel Comics away. Congratulations on your success, Blacklist Universe. Thank you very much. Yes, we are thrilled with the level of success. Edwin's drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I don't actually remember the last time I was drunk.
John A says, is Mike doing a 24-hour live stream? Oh, because it's final 24 hours. No. This is just the beginning of I need to sleep, but other than that, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go to church in the morning. Actually, I might do a live stream before church because John is at the Boston Comic Con right now. And he wanted to do a live stream before the show starts. I don't know what time that is, my time, but it's probably fairly early. So I wanted to do that with him. Then I'll go to church. Yeah, I'll live stream at church. You can all watch my pastor talk.
Nice.
Then I'm going to come home from church, and I'm going to be streaming. I'll try to get on who's ever got a bigger channel than me. Yeah, that World Class BSers really was a nice little pump up today.
It was nice because it's people who maybe haven't heard you before, right, which is periodically
but a lot of these guys were in here, man. My regulars were there in force because I announced, nice. I guess because I announced it before, or maybe they just watched World Class. Anyways,
testosterone overload is a limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing son of a Lone Star. Son of a Skyver. How about that? Oh, Joe Maroney. You mind if I get this one?
Yeah.
It's just something he wanted. Now remember, when things
look bad, Josie Wales,
then you're gonna get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and then you give up, then you neither live nor win. There you go. There's your Josie Wells.
All right, hold on. Let me channel Clint. Yeah, I kill women. I killed children. I killed just about anything that walked or crawled at one time or another. Now I'm here to kill you, little Bill, for what you done to Ned.
Nice.
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. You take away all he's got, and all he's ever gonna have.
Mhm.
Like that kind of kid.
Yeah.
I love the part where he's you just shot that man down in cold blood. Well, he should have thought about that before he decorated his saloon with my friend.
It's RX says it's not convincing when you're giggling the whole
I
time.
know.
know.
I also can't do his tone, so
Oh, well, so you know what I actually want to go watch again now is Tombstone, the new.
you know what? It's weird. I know everybody loves Tombstone. I love Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
I just don't like that movie.
really.
Yeah. I think it's too slick for a Western.
It's not dirty enough for.
It's not dirty enough.
I mean, I don't mean dirty like vulgar. I mean just dirty like.
Dirty like Young Guns, you know? They're just living in the dirt. That was the old West. People weren't walking around just like always perfectly fine pressed everything. You know, it's like, I mean, I get it because they're. Well, I don't get it. It just seemed too slick for me. I really didn't like what's his face as Wyatt Earp. What's his name?
Wyatt Earp. That was
played Ego in.
Yeah. Wyatt Earp in Tombstone, sweetie. Who's the actor's name?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Was trying to think.
And I like Kurt Russell. That's the thing. I like Kurt Russell. I love Val Kilmer.
Yeah. It's just the production on it wasn't quite right.
Yeah, maybe it was a production. Maybe it was a direction. They just didn't work for me. Yeah, I don't know. But freaking like Young Guns, I love. Young Guns is absolutely just fantastic to me.
Oh, there's an accusation here. Mike only likes Young Guns because he has a resemblance to Chavez.
Lou Diamond Phillips is the weak link in Young Guns. What's that speech where he complains about seeing babies with their heads crushed in by rifle butts so the army could save money on bullets? Like,
what about Johnny Ringo? Johnny Ringo. I was just playing. I wasn't. Yeah. Val Kilmer's Wyatt Earp is my friend.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why. I know a lot of people.
Yeah, sometimes stuff just doesn't hit the right beat. What did you think of Deadwood? Did you ever see Deadwood? Now, Deadwood's got some vulgarity to it. But...
It does. It does. It's got a lot of rough language, but man, the production on that is just phenomenal. That was such a great show.
Did you see it all the way through?
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember the fight between Dan and the captain?
It's been a while.
Where they meet in the street and they kind of run into each other like two bulls.
Gosh, I don't know. I was drawing when I was watching it, so
okay.
I had my head down a lot.
Yeah.
But my favorite Western is Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
My Name is Nobody. I love My Name is Nobody. It's
Nobody is Still My Name.
No. That you're thinking of Trinity.
Yes.
They call me Trinity, and Trinity. They still call me Trinity.
Yeah.
But his name is Nobody in My Name is Nobody. No, My Name is Nobody had a much higher budget, I guess, because it was the other ones are like made in Italy. They're like legit spaghetti westerns. Him and Bud Spencer. Yeah, that's who they were going up against the Wild Bunch. And My Name is Nobody.
Oh, but you have seen the Trinity ones too.
Oh
then.
yeah, I love those too.
With
Those
the
are fantastic. Yeah.
snap.
You want to see that again?
That's good stuff.
In fact, my character, Nobody, I named him after Terrence Stamp's character in My Name is Nobody.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Did you know My Name is Nobody is actually based on an idea by Sergio Leone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though I don't think he directed it, but it was his story. He's probably too busy doing like Clint Eastwood movies or something.
Trying
But
to
yeah.
think of other recent Western that was good. Somebody
310 to Yuma.
310 to Yuma.
Yeah. Kurt
I've not
Russell.
I've not seen that. That's
Or
worth
not Kurt
watching.
Russell. No, my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? From freaking Gladiator.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe and Christian Bale.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good
really good.
combination.
I mean, it's a remake from the old 310 to Yuma, but
Right.
yeah, I really wish that westerns would come back and they would do some just fantastic westerns. I love westerns.
Yeah.
Oh, the True Grit remake, that was fantastic.
True Grit.
True Grit. You haven't seen the new one
No.
with what's his face from you know the dude.
The dude Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges plays Marshall Cog. Is it Cogburn? Marshall Cogburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so much better than the John Wayne version.
What? That
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
Sorry, it is the production quality, the acting, the script is like legit old time Americana dialogue. Like it's fantastic. You got to see that one. That is Rooster Cogburn.
Oh man, you got some dissenting voices in the chat.
Okay, hold on. Eden's gonna do her scene.
I don't remember.
She,
I don't remember.
come on, you have everything memorized. She did one of the scenes from
Ain't got no rodeo clowns in Yale County.
I am a Texas, was it a Texas Marshal? Was it? Yeah, Matt Damon's character. Yeah, and Matt Damon's in it, and whatever you think of Matt Damon as a person.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I'm not going to say the other thing because if I say it, we'll hear about it forever. If I say the Film Actors Guild, we'll hear about that forever.
We hear it.
Like, oh, not famous. Not famous is going to be writing about that 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you hear about why they made him talk like that in that movie?
No.
Okay, so you know they had all the dolls made, the puppets made, right?
Right.
We're talking about Team America. In Team America, all they ever have Matt Damon saying is Matt Damon. And so they had all the puppets sculpted, right? But when they got the Matt Damon sculpt in, they're like, he looks like a little retarded kid. And so they rewrote his part in the movie so that he just popped up every time like a little retarded kid and said his name.
Oh, no.
David.
Oh my God.
It's so funny, man.
Who was the actor in Lincoln? Did you see Lincoln?
Wait, John Whalen says Matt Damon was horrible in that movie.
Actually, that was probably the most, probably in that movie. What was it? That's Team America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the most emotional range he showed in a movie.
No. He's really good in True Grit because he's supposed to play a really unlikable character, a really like snotty, like arrogant kind of a unlikable dude, and it's perfect. So I mean, he says he's terrible in that movie, but I think John, what you probably mean is he was a horrible person in that movie, which I would agree with. But
Oh, that's right. Daniel Day-Lewis played Lincoln. And did you see Lincoln?
I did.
I am the President of the United States of America, clothed in immense power, and you will get me those votes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked him. I liked him so much in that movie.
I feel like maybe it's because his voice was so high. I don't know what Lincoln's voice was.
No, they said Lincoln's voice was kind of high up like that.
Really?
That's as high as I go.
Wow. Well, then good. No, he is good. I mean, he's a great actor. He is a fantastic actor. The one movie I didn't like him in was Last of the Mohicans, but I blame that on the script, not on him as an actor.
When that movie came out, I was working in a movie theater, and you may have not liked that movie, but there was a couple of scenes in it that were just so great, like fights, like when they're running, they're trying to catch up, and the man's son tries to catch, and then the old man comes in. I would go in every night to watch that scene. Every night, I must have seen that scene like
the scene. The problem with that scene was the music. The music did not fit the scene at all, which is really weird, because if you listen to the soundtrack of Last of the Mohicans by itself, it is a fantastic soundtrack. But the soundtrack doesn't track with the action taking place in the film. It's really annoying. And it was funny because I went to go see it with, it is. It's a great soundtrack by itself. Nitpicker. These are from guys who complain about Star Wars 24/7. But I went in with a friend of mine. We must have pissed the people off so bad because we were just making fun of this movie when it was on. And Matt knows music. He's like literally. He has like something like 20,000 soundtracks, and he's gone into that end of the business in certain respects. Anyways, and I just remember this one scene. Remember when they like go up and they like meet each other as enemies on the top of the mountain, top of the field, or whatever it was, like the two generals. I don't remember what it was because I hated that movie. But it was like a really quiet, like really serious scene, and me and Matt are like up towards the front of the theater, and then like the guys get together and we're all, hello, like just start fussing up, and everybody in the theater was not pleased with us, but I thought it was. Anyways,
Miller.
Now that you are in the Nitpickers Club, we can have Ivan Ortega change that scene for you. That would be great if you re-audioed that scene with some really great music, or probably even music from the same soundtrack, but appropriate to the scene. It would probably be a lot more dramatic. And it was a dramatic scene, right? But the music was like, it was like this half-dead heartbeat all the way through this intensely dramatic scene where you lose, spoilers, you lose like one of the most beloved characters and the girlfriend, quote unquote girlfriend, who had already been through enough because her husband was murdered and all that stuff. I just watched this scene like a month ago. My wife loves that movie. God bless her.
When the old man takes down Magua, though, it's I mean, it's sad because he is the last of the Mohicans, but just when he breaks down Magua, it's
West Studi, man.
Oh, Miller, here, if you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw. There it is. That's a straw, you see. Watch it. Now my straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake, Miller. I drink it up.
I drink it up. You gotta get the guts in there, man. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Oh, man, that is what a way to end the movie, right? What a way. Blacklist. How many pages is Lone Star? 48 pages for issue 1. I am currently inking pages 24 and 25. Stop bullying M, Edwin. John Whalen, you're wacky. Are we missing Jonah Hex? Okay, Jonah Hex, definitely not my favorite Western. What a train wreck that was.
That straw talk is hate speech in California. Oh no, Miller.
We've got the best chat.
Nuclear sandwich. That's 48 action-packed pages. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And yeah, I still have to give it to oh my gosh, we were just talking about it earlier. Young Guns.
Young Guns.
Young Guns is I mean, for what it was as a Western with that group of characters, that was like magic in the bottle. You know, that was like the Brat Pack.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I was trying to remember what that group of actors was called.
Well, I mean, really from the Brat Pack, it was just Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. The rest of them, Dermot Mulroney, I don't think he would have counted as Brat Pack. Lou Diamond Phillips wasn't Brat Pack. That other little fat dude, I can't remember.
Well, it's been 30 years. How has it been 30 years since Young Guns, Miller? How did that happen?
We got old. I'm a pugilist. Yeah, that guy, the fat little pugilist dude. What did you think of Westworld? I've only seen a few episodes of Westworld. It's good. I need to take the time to watch the rest of it. Blazing Saddles is my favorite Western. Gene Wilder's speech in the cell is amazing. Let me quote it for you. Well, seeing as how you are my guest and I am your host, what do you like to do? Oh, I don't know. Play chess. Screw. Well, let's play chess.
Oh,
I love that movie.
Man, it's been so long since we've gone to see a new movie. Just nothing has been exciting to me. Nothing has felt like something I wanted to. Because by the time we get some snacks and do all this stuff, man, we're out $50.
Yep. Now think of me, who has 5 kids to take the movie. It ain't cheap. Django Unchained was not amazing. I'm sorry, Justin. You may hate me for it. I honestly don't think that what's his name? He's the writer, the director.
Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino, I think, has a certain skill set, but storytelling is not it. I think he's a great scripter, a dialoguist, but I think his best movie is Reservoir Dogs, and he stole the freaking plot from City on Fire. So I think he never properly learned how to craft a story, but he's always had a very great innate sense of dialogue, which, I mean, it's fantastic. I love his dialogue. I mean, he's got way more swearing that I like in in a movie nowadays, but yeah, I don't think he's a good storyteller.
Let's see. Rhaegar Targaryen says that Django is not good on second watching. It drags.
Yeah, it wasn't good on first watching for me. And you know what it was? It had like 4 endings. Like it had four or 5 climaxes. You can't do that. You can't do that with a movie. It's just, it gets dull, you know? Hateful Eight was better. Honestly, after Django Unchained, I gave up. I gave up on Tarantino completely. So I haven't watched anything he's done since Django.
Yeah, I did not watch Hateful Eight. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. I mean, if we watch something, we're more likely to watch something older, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Just a lot of stuff is, I realized I've hit the demographic where they're just not, I'm not the demographic that they're making movies for anymore.
Django Manco says, I think Tarantino relies too much on dialogue. His movies get very boring. Yeah. But, I mean, you've seen Reservoir Dogs, right?
Yeah, it's been forever, but yeah, I've seen Reservoir Dogs.
Fantastic. But, again, he stole the whole plot from City on Fire and then just re-dialogued it. But that was great, you know? Honestly, he should work with a co-writer and just have the co-writer do the story beats and craft the basic tale, and then he can go in and do the dialogue.
You certainly don't, pal, because the good news is you're fired. The bad news is you've got it. All of you've got just 1 week to regain your job, starting with tonight. Oh, have I got your attention now, Miller? Good, because we're adding a little something to this month's sales contest. As you all know, first prize is a Cadillac Eldorado. Anyone want to see second prize? Second prize is a set of steak knives.
Third prize is you're fired.
Get the picture? You laughing now, Miller?
Who am I? You see this watch? This watch costs more than your car. That's who I am.
That's the unforgiving world of Indiegogo.
That is yeah, you know, gosh, who wrote that?
Glenn Ross.
David Mamet. Fantastic. He's one of my favorite playwrights, screenwriters.
Tropic Thunder. Oh, I gotta find that line. Hang on, let me find the line. No, hang on, let me find that. Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder was funny. It's really good.
Tom Cruise actually did pretty good in Tropic Thunder.
That's great. Tom Cruise is great. I mean, he's a nut, but he's great. Yeah, Glenn Ross. Good night, Watchmen. David Mamet got interviewed by Shapiro last Sunday. Oh, really? Oh, I want to watch that. He is such an intelligent, obviously articulate guy. It's funny. I have a book by him. What's that book? Is it The Bad Jew or something like that?
Bad Jew.
It's a compilation of essays by David Mamet. And it's funny because when you're reading it, you totally read it in his voice, and you know he's got that really gravelly kind of. We're $350 away from 57,000. Come on, people! Come on now! You can do it. Bad Jew, bad. No, it's not The Bad Jew. It's the bad. Is it The Bad Son? Dang it, where? Let me see if I can find
it. Yeah, I think we're all a little loopy. Hang on a second. Let me catch up with chat. Let's see. Who could Tom Cruise play in the DC universe? It's a good question. Maybe he's short enough. Maybe he could play one of the Super Sons. They just have to use a little makeup. The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin. I liked The Boiler Room. Yeah, okay. Well, hang on. Let me scroll back up. Edwin Boyette, what's your thought about Office Space? I want my stapler. It's my stapler. I want my stapler.
That's my stapler. That's my stapler. Tom Cruise in, gosh, I don't know, what is he, 55 now? Something like that?
Yeah. Who would he play in the DC universe? Tom Cruise should play Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor. Tom Cruise is Lex Luthor. I don't know if I see that. I don't know if he's got the right presence for that. What do you think? Can you see Tom Cruise as Lex Luthor?
No.
Tom looks younger than you guys. Probably right now he does. If I shave and and my hair doesn't look all crazy, I might look younger than Tom Cruise. But yeah, he's a very healthy 56.
Billy Zane would look the part of a Lex Luthor, but Billy Zane's not that great of an actor. That's what kind of irritates me about the whole DC universe thing, is they're not picking actors based on their ability to act. Like the Richard Donner films, they picked Gene Hackman not because he made the world's greatest Lex Luthor, but because he's a phenomenal actor, you know, and he embodied the part rather than just looking the part.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's what DC is doing, casting people. Thank God that they cast Gal Gadot, who embodied and looks the part. But
still, and she's gorgeous, but she's still not.
She's not a great actress.
Well, I was going to say she's not Linda Carter.
She's not Linda Carter, but she's not a great actress. She's a good actress, but she's got charisma that overrides her abilities. Same thing with Jason Momoa. I mean, I love Jason Momoa to death. He's not the world's greatest actor, but he's got charisma that overrides it.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys they got the charisma of a freaking cup of tea. You know, it's like
Tom Cruise is Dr. Fate. Now that might be interesting.
Ooh, there you go. There you go.
Nuclear sandwich. Good call. That's a good call. What did you think of the Justice League movie? Have I asked you this?
I went in knowing that Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa would carry that movie. And I came out thinking I was 100% right.
I did not like The Flash, the guy who played the Flash. Oh.
Terrible.
I think I was telling Ethan that my favorite scene with The Flash is when what's-his-face with his crazy CGI upper lip turns around and looks at him at slow motion and gives him the, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing is Ben Affleck and what's his face that played Superman, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Again, the charisma of a freaking bag of rocks, man. Those guys had nothing. They brought nothing to the table. There was nothing about
from nothing is nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me.
And then who else was in it?
Was it Captain Geach and the Fish Stick Force? I don't remember who was in that.
Yeah, the funny thing about Affleck is he looks the part of Bruce Wayne so good.
Yeah.
But man, nothing. You got nothing from him. Which is funny because I've seen him act better. But
you know, I did like Affleck in. There's this movie called The Accountant.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of like a sort of like
autistic.
Yeah. Yeah, he was right good at that. Fassel Goose says the Shrimp Shack League. That's the one. Captain Geach in the Shrimp
Wonder
Shack
Woman was
Shooters.
honestly my favorite serious superhero movie. Fun one would be Thor Ragnarok. The thing about Wonder Woman is I was a little bored with it. I really, well, I watched it in 3D, and I hate 3D. And it was really, I mean, the whole beginning scene with the Amazons and stuff, I was not in love with that. But when she got up in the World War I era thing and she crossed that battlefield, I was like, that was it. I was completely won over. When Wonder Woman showed up, right, and whipped that golden lasso out and started freaking kicking ass and taking names, I just turned to my wife and I was like, I never knew I needed a Wonder Woman movie until now. But yeah, the first half of it was pretty slow for me. And then the second half of it, I mean, just won me over so hard I didn't care about that first half.
Let me ask you something, Miller. Why did they have the Justice League fight Steppenwolf? Because movie-going Joe Q public doesn't know who Steppenwolf is. Why? That was a weird choice, man.
Because they were trying to Avengers this universe before they bothered building it up. They were trying to race Marvel. You know, Marvel had already spent 15 years building up their entire universe from Iron Man to Thor to Hulk to everyone in order to bring them together, in order to have an Avengers movie. And DC was about a decade behind them, but wanted to get there to the finish line at the same time. And so they just threw this crap together, and it was a freaking mistake. It was just this horrible, horrible mistake. DC has been making missteps day after day, movie after movie. I mean, thank God for Wonder Woman. It's their one bright and shining star since the Christian Bale Batman movies.
I would like a remake of Green Lantern. Like if they could nail Green Lantern.
Green Lantern was better than freaking Batman versus Superman. You have two of the most well-known comic book characters in all of time and space, and you can't make a decent movie with them. That's Warner Brothers right now.
Yeah.
It's painful. And if it was, honestly, if it wasn't for the freaking stupid, ridiculous, really poorly thought out bad guy in the Green Lantern movie, I would have really liked it. You know, because dude's got charisma. The costume was quirky, but going to AO and seeing all the other Green Lantern Corps and learning his powers and all that stuff. I mean, that all worked for me, but that freaking villain was so dumb that it just ruined the whole thing for me.
Devilish. Oh, getting the echo. Devilish Boredom says, Edwin, take a Green Lantern and use Kurt Russell as Hal Jordan when he goes evil. It would be amazing. So Kurt Russell as Parallax?
He's too old.
Yeah. Maybe if it was 25 years ago.
Although, tell me, the dude that played Sinestro was not perfect.
Let me pull up the images of Sinestro.
Dude, if they had somehow instead managed to go straight to Sinestro being the villain in that movie instead of him becoming the villain at the end, that could have been in a whole series. But yeah, it was just you can't have a movie with a bad villain. A hero is only commensurate to the threat that he faces.
Yes. And it's Steppenwolf. I don't know. We just, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a good. Who would you have had been the villain for the first Justice League movie, if you could have plotted that thing out?
My automatic go-to would have been Brainiac.
Okay. Do you think that would feel too much like Ultron Avengers?
Depends on how you did it.
Right, right.
Because, you know, you can take, and obviously they did, you can take a lot of liberties. But you have so many options with Brainiac as well. You know, he's not necessarily just a freaking AI. You know,
Yeah.
he can embody a humanoid persona. He can embody a freaking mechanical persona. But I think Brainiac would have given you some pretty cool options. Otherwise, freaking Darkseid, man. If you're gonna go with Apocalypse and Parademons,
Yeah.
why aren't you bringing Darkseid in?
Yeah. You've got the Justice League versus a lieutenant, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. And they can barely beat him.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do with Darkseid?
Until Superman comes back, and then it was what, 2 punches? Or am I misremembering?
Yeah, they did a Deus Ex Machina with freaking Superman on that.
Yeah. It was not satisfying.
They did rush it. It was absolutely the most rushed, most unnecessary. The only thing I really enjoyed about that movie was Aquaman and and Wonder Woman. So
Yeah, it was Captain Geach and the Fish Stick Force. Did it for you, huh? I'm going to get that embedded in your brain. You're going to be dreaming about Captain Geach and the Fish Stick Force.
Nathan says the problem with Darkseid is the cinematic audience is going to think Darkseid is a discount Thanos. I don't know. It depends on how they did it. Again, I mean, you can take liberties to step it away from that. But if you had Darkseid reigning on Apocalypse and you focused on him and you brought him in more like the way they focused on Eli Wallach's character in The Magnificent Seven, right? Where you see him a little bit at the beginning, and then throughout the course of the story, you just build him up and you build him up and you build him up as this threat that is looming and coming in and looming and coming in until finally, you know, he shows up, and then you have this big, you know, thing that you've built into something even bigger than your imagination can hold. Then I don't know. Then you have something worth fighting, right? You have something that this League of Justice has to has to unite in order to defeat. I don't know.
Let's see. Denali says, "What about Cyborg, Superman, or Conduit? What about those villains?"
Cyborg Superman would have to be. No. I don't know. Maybe Cyborg Superman.
Well, now Black Manta does look good in Aquaman, though. I mean, it looks like Black Manta, so that might, we'll see. But then when they're going down, you know, somebody was saying looks like Wakanda under the sea. Yeah, when they're
under the sea.
Da, 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 da.
We got. Hey Aquaman, look at me.
Sierra Whiskey says, "I can't believe they killed Zod."
No. Richard Baldwin says Lee Van Cleef, not Eli Wallach. No, in The Magnificent Seven, it's Eli Wallach who plays. I'm trying to remember the name of his character. Eli Wallach is the bad guy in Magnificent Seven. You're thinking of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Lee Van Cleef plays the bad in The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Hey, Angel Eyes. Lundy. That's another one of my favorites. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh yeah.
What if the cyborg Superman had a mustache? Nobody asked John Malin why his giant ape has underwear. Bryan Cranston, yes, Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor. That would have been epic, epic. I don't know why they didn't do that. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock. I think we just talked movies all night. That was actually fun. I enjoyed that. So, anybody have any questions or last minute super chats they want to throw my way? That's fine. Well,
hang on. We got to look and see where we're at.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, we got some people to thank because you were at 56,710. So you've added some people. We should thank them before we sign out.
Okay, let me do this. Oh yeah, since Booker T, undisclosed. Josh Stiller, Lone Star for the troops. Salute. Adam Pavlakovich, cover A. David Birchfield, both covers autograph. Kenneth Bird, Lone Star number 1. And one Simon Jared, cover B. Thank you for joining or upgrading in the Lone Star Squadron. We salute you each and everyone.
Welcome to the Lone Star Squadron. 1st Brigade, if you will. Tomorrow's the last day to become a member of the Lone Star Squadron 1st Brigade.
Right. There are 23 hours remaining in this marathon of YouTubing. Similarly, favorite Misfits song. Mine is Hybrid Moments. I actually misspoke. I wasn't a huge Misfits fan. I was more of a Minor Threat fan. I realized that after I said it last night, but I mean, in the last thread. But I didn't want to bother correcting myself. We're just a Minor Threat. We're just a Minor Threat. I know. Sorry.
Brandon Moore says Vin Diesel is Lex Luthor. That could be an interesting version.
No. No. I think if DC wants to recoup itself, if DC wants to rebuild itself, it's got to go back to the Richard Donner mindset, which is you hire excellent actors and let them inhabit the roles. Stop trying to find people who just look the part. I think they just lucked out with Gal Gadot.
The Rock is Lex Luthor.
Just because you got no hair. Just because you're bald.
Is that what we're down? We're down to bald actors?
Yeah. No, The Rock would play like a freaking awesome absorbing man.
The Rock is Black Hat. All right, before you go, what do you think of Shazam? Now that you've seen the preview a couple of times, what do you think?
I think it looks great.
Okay.
I think they could possibly have a winner there, as long as they don't go like over the top camp with it.
Right.
I think what I saw in the commercial wasn't perfect or anything.
Yeah.
But I think there's a real opportunity there to make a story that kids are gonna like. I think they should take advantage of that opportunity.
Joe Maroney said what I was just thinking. So Joe Maroney, me and you are, it's the superhero version of Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's walking away. Hey, I'm a superhero.
Shazam looks very PG, and I'm okay with that as long as it's not too good. Though I have noticed a trend to try and make every comic book movie funny, like a comedy action.
Wait, is Black Adam going to be in Shazam?
Well, who's the villain? I
don't know. They didn't really show one, did it?
Well, there's one scene at the end where Shazam punches somebody and he catches the guy catches his fist.
Oh, that's right.
So who would that be? But he didn't really look like Black Adam.
No.
He didn't have that.
Boy, can you imagine that big goofy Shazam up against a rock as Black Adam, that would have been fantastic. Just like this cold, ancient, calculating character like Black Adam against that kind of a kid goofball type of Shazam. I mean, that would have been great.
All right, Mr. Miller, you think we should say goodnight to everybody?
Let us tap out. It is 2 minutes to 1. I have church in the morning, and so do you.
Yes, I do.
So everyone in chat, all 125 of you who are here, 126, someone just showed up.
Oh no. Well, thank you for coming in nonetheless. We appreciate it.
We say a good night, adieu, oyasumi nasai, aloha, and we love you. Lone Star Squadron.
Dismissed.